Va salute. This is
Under jungle camp, dreaming of the stars. Thriller in a spaceship adventure near far. With a badge on his chest, he's ready for the quest. Boldly going where no beast has gone before. Warp speed into night, he feels the edges roar. Infinite possibilities, so much to explore. Monkeying into the Milky Way, Star Trek in every day. Gorilla in the galaxy, living out his fantasy. From a primal world to the Enterprise, gazing out at planets through wide, wonderful eyes. No cages on the starlight, and a mission in his heart. Journey unending, trying every star-filled chart. Courage into space, stardust in his fur. Alien lights hit secret for far from the Earth's blur. Monkeying into the Milky Way, Star Trek in every day. Gorilla in the galaxy, living out his fantasy. To planet, friend or foe, in the cosmos, the adventure grows. Onward through the void, we're never alone, seeking new life, places unknown. Monkeying into the Milky Way, Star Trek in every day. Gorilla in a galaxy, living out his fantasy.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Mikey?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I didn't say
Yeah.
a word. I just waited for you to say something.
Yeah, my computer died, but what a way to start out a tribute to Kris Kristofferson. Yeah,
Hey, you
actually,
never know. You never know. His spirit might have turned off your computer there for a minute of silence.
or I noticed that my camera was not on top of my computer there, and I accidentally unplugged it looking for my camera.
Oh, that can happen.
Yeah. So, how are you doing tonight, Mikey?
I'm doing all right, actually. We've got all of our food materials for Canadian Thanksgiving, which is going to occur on Monday the 14th this year. So yeah, it's good. One of my friends is in a emotional distress right now. I don't want to say her name because she's a good friend. I've known her for a very long time, but she lives in the States. So a shout out to her uh, tonight. Hopefully she feels better. So otherwise, everything's going okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so far.
yeah. We had a rough week for people passing away here. It's
Oh
10 some
shit, man!
people.
I know. There's like 4 people that dropped dead in literally less than a 24-hour period.
Well, I
Different things too,
wouldn't
like
quite go
celebrities.
drop dead, but the two that hit me the hardest there was Kris Kristofferson and Maggie Smith there.
Right, but then there was like also, yeah, there was a couple other people that passed. There was that John Ashton guy. He was in all of the Beverly Hills Cop films. He even did the latest one, Axel F. He was, Tiger, that guy that became the chief, and
Well, in good times.
yeah, in Good Times, right?
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
but
JJ, man.
we're gonna do Maggie Smith tomorrow. There tonight, Kris Kristofferson's one I grew up on. there,
Yeah.
especially with the Highwayman. I was a highwayman. Like, his role was um the second verse there of it, I
Wow.
was a sailor. I s- I, sailed a schooner around the Horn of Mexico.
Yeah. And PvP is backstage, he says.
Let's see if I can figure out how to add him here.
Yeah. There was a very respectful meme. Hey, PvP.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh,
It's
doing all right,
going.
sir. How you doing?
So, yeah, well, I just finished work about 5 or 6 minutes ago, so this is pretty good timing.
Yeah.
Awesome timing.
All right.
Yeah.
I might have to drop out here in a minute here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But
What happened?
what was you were gonna say about a meme there, Mikey?
Yeah, there is a meme. If you look for it, I think it's available somewhere on the internet. A meme that has heaven, and it has three of the highwaymen waiting for Willie Nelson to join them.
Oh, Willie's never gonna go
Willie to
anywhere.
join 'em.
He smokes too much weed. He's gonna be with us forever.
Oh no, he's not. He'll go
Oh,
eventually.
yeah, and Willie Nelson's the only person that can get pulled over with what was it? At least it was 6 ounces of marijuana in Texas at the height of the ban on marijuana there, and just walk away with a ticket.
Yeah,
Well, you know why they probably did let him get away with that, girl, is because he owed so much back taxes to the IRS. They probably didn't want to lock him up because it's like, hey, this old bugger's got to keep
Oh,
playing concerts to
I
give us the
guarantee,
money back.
I guarantee you, he has a ticket book meant specifically for when he gets pulled over. He has a ticket book to his concerts.
Uh-huh.
yes.
He probably handed some free tickets out to the cop that pulled him over, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. This is back when these people could get away with just handing out a couple free tickets and call her good. Now the cops want to make a name for themselves.
I guess,
Right.
yeah.
And there's Phantom Boomer Explorers. Hey, Phantom Boomer.
Hey, Phantom
Hey,
Boomer.
hey, Boomer, and he goes, hello.
Yeah, there we go.
So you're a big Willie Nelson fan, I'm taking it, Gorilla.
Well, I grew up on Willie and Kris Kristofferson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I remember, you're like an old school country fan, I'm kind of gathering, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because
Well, the other two,
I
the
like
other two.
old
Oh,
school.
sorry.
I was just gonna say I love a lot of the old school country. It's really great music, but the new stuff, that new country stuff, I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
there's a reason I
all
keep
those did.
voting for that damn asteroid, but the asteroid it comes in and decides just to orbit Earth's going, fuck you, girl. I'm not gonna come hit you quite yet.
Yeah.
And
But no.
LDG is backstage there, Gorilla. LDG's in the backstage. If you said yo, hey, there he is.
Thank you. Hey,
Yeah.
Pickles.
Hey,
Hello,
LDG.
Hi.
fellow meatsicles.
Meat sickles.
Meat
Okay, that
sickles.
works.
Okay.
I am a piece of
All right.
slab meat.
So I'm gonna go around and ask Mikey, what are your memories with Kris Kristofferson?
Well, actually, I started Kris Kristofferson when he sang with Barbara Streisand when they did A Star Is Born. That was my first attachment to Kris Kristofferson. I realized this man was a genius already because my mother had mentioned him. But when I went to go see A Star Is Born in the theater that he did with Barbara Streisand, that was fantastic. And I still remember that movie. It's just, it holds a lot of memories for me. So then when he created The Highwaymen along with, well, they actually had five. They had Waylon Jennings, they had, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash until Cash passed, and then they had Merle Haggard. So that was actually the five of them. They were the highwaymen. And now, we've lost, obviously the other four, and all we got left now is Willie Nelson. So that was my first to Chris, and I've been following him ever since.
Okay. How about you, PvP?
Well, I remember his music back in the 70s. Like, I always kind of liked old school country. Like, I was always a big fan of guys like Johnny Cash, and Willie had some great tunes. And I remember some of his songs back in the 70s. He put out like a dozen albums, I think, in that decade. He was very prolific. But yeah, some of his songs, like what were the ones you mentioned before? Oh, I can't. I'm bad at remembering titles because I haven't listened to him in a long time. I must confess. Uh, but yeah, what was it? Early Morning Rain and oh gosh, what's the other one? There's another big one. I'm just drawing a
Me
blank.
and Bobby McGee.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
you
Yes.
had to have heard that on the radio if you unless you lived under a rock in the 70s, you would have heard that on the radio at some point, right? So
Well,
yeah.
then you can't forget the Highwayman. That's his most famous one.
Yeah, I'm not so as familiar with them. I must admit I haven't listened to a lot of their stuff, but
Oh no! There's a song called "The Highwayman" by the
oh,
Highwaymen. Yeah,
okay,
it starts out with uh, Willie Nelson there. Then it goes um, Kris Kristofferson, then Merle Haggard, then
Yes.
Johnny Cash, and each one of them, like there's a different part of the life there progresses there.
Yeah.
Like Merle
oh,
Haggard was, I was a dam builder on the wild Colorado, a place called Boulder.
okay,
He fell into
okay.
each one of them died in the percent there.
Okay.
You'd actually should look up the Highwayman and
I
just a
really should.
sec. I'm gonna drop out here, and then I'll be right back in.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm sure there's lots of Kris Kristofferson on the tube here. I'm gonna have to check out some of his albums for sure because I'm only really familiar with like the big hits, right? I never went,
Well,
dug deep into his catalog, but I think I'm gonna start listening to some of his stuff now because
well, he
I,
did some great duets. Like I said, for one, he wrote a couple songs with Barbara Streisand, and like I said, the movie A Star Is
right,
Born, the
yeah,
original,
yeah,
not the bullshit remake that came out later with "Gag Me with the Spoon."
right.
Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah.
Um,
Oh,
the other one was the other one. He did a duet with Rita Coolidge.
He did
Uh,
an album with her, I believe. Did he not,
yeah, he did. Yes,
Frankie?
that's right,
Yeah,
he did. And then
yeah.
he
yeah.
wrote some songs for uh, oh, what's her name? Uh, oh, Crystal Gale. That's it. He did some stuff with Crystal Gale, and you know
Oh,
that
cool.
song me and Bobby McGee that he wrote for Janis Joplin, which I
Yeah,
thought was just so fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
There has been a few ladies that have done it. Most recently, Pink did a great version of it acoustic. I
Yeah.
have it downloaded on YouTube. It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love her version.
I'm turning this into a cigar lounge also.
Oh, cool.
There you
Right
go.
on. Excellent. I was
Yeah.
expecting you'd be doing like Freaks and Geeks or something tonight, and I wasn't going to bother. But as
No,
soon as
no. Yeah, Freaks and Geeks is an awesome show, first of all.
I
But no,
know, but
I had to do this, but it's like trying to juggle around there. I wanted to do the I was gonna do this yesterday, but then we had the debate there, and I felt it's my obligation as an American there to do the debate. So Freaks and Geeks doesn't get that many people coming in, so I
yeah.
was like, screw it, we'll do a Kris Kristofferson tribute. Switch out the Freaks and Geeks and do Kris Kristofferson tribute. There.
Well, the thing is,
No,
too, yeah, you'll get probably
yeah.
a lot more views, and since he passed so recently too, that'll even add to more views, I would guess, Gorilla. So
No, I'm
you know,
not going for views, but this is
no,
someone
but I
I
mean,
grew up
I'm
on.
I'm just saying it will give you probably more views than Freaks and
Yeah.
Geeks would have.
Yeah. And LDG, what was your experience with Kris Kristofferson?
I remember the good times of not knowing who the hell you're talking about when you asked me about it earlier.
Yeah.
The movie that I really enjoyed.
I might know the guy. He
Rom
sounds
Com.
familiar. I might know a song or two,
Rom
but I never really followed him.
Halloween.
Oh yeah, he was in a lot of stuff too, a lot of movies. I didn't realize the extent of his movie careers.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to mention
he was
that.
in Blade. He was in the Blade films with Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes.
Oh, you
I
got to
thought
go
it was
back.
pretty awesome.
You got to go
All
back
right, well-
really to the 70s.
Oh, that was him. That was his
him.
mentor guy.
Yeah.
That was his mentor
Oh,
guy.
Oh,
that's
he's
that's
in
why.
tons of films.
Yeah, I knew it was ringing a bell in my mind. Something
Yeah.
I knew.
Well,
Yeah. And
You got-
Boober
you
here
got-
says, oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to quickly say you really need to go back to the 70s films to see some of his best work, because movies like Cisco Pike, Pat Barrett, and Billy the Kid, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, which is really a good film. Star is Born, like Mikey mentioned. There's a lot of really good stuff. Convoy, like all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
back
he
in
was
the
in
70s.
Convoy. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, he's in Convoy.
Convoy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, was
Suzanne
he
just said that.
doing
He was also
was-
in a movie
yeah.
called Lone Star. He did a movie called
Yeah.
Lone Star.
Lone Star?
Lone
Yeah,
Remember.
Star?
I vaguely
What
remember
was that?
that.
The
Star.
Spaceballs people.
He did
Yeah.
a lot of really good films, so like
Yeah.
his
would
70s
be
work was
funny.
really strong.
All right. Let's catch up on the chat here real quick.
Was
Chris
he?
was
Hey,
very-
real quick, was he in any? Was he in any? 70s or 80s porn videos?
I don't.
Not
think-
that he was credited for.
Not that I'm aware
I thought
of.
he was credited
No,
for.
no, there was a lot that he wasn't credited for.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Chris was married to Rita Coolidge for a bit. Was she related to Calvin Coolidge? I can't remember which number president he was.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, if she was, it would have been very distant, because I think Calvin was around a long, long time ago,
Yeah.
before Rita was
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gorilla.
yeah, I was gonna say, welcome to Sci-Fi Sit Dan. He says hello there. Girls random
Hey, sis.
thoughts.
Hey,
And
Dan.
wasn't he Blade's almost father?
Yes, he was. Yeah, well, he was his mentor in a few of the Blade films.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was in
yeah,
Blade,
he was-
Blade 2, Blade Trinity. He was in 3 of
Yeah.
those, actually.
Yeah, he was.
And-
But he's
and-
known for the first two, and then
Yeah.
Star is Born, and then Payback. He played Bronson in 1999. Payback. That was
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah, and Kronos says, "Hey, gorillas and at all, welcome, Kronos, welcome." And I will put it. I want to put it that crudely, but he said, and he was 88.
Yeah, he was 88 years old.
80.
And Kronos says, "Hey, Albert."
Oh, so he
He was-
didn't die. He just went back in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And thank you, Mike. And Kronos says, "Thank you, Mikey." And LOL.
Yeah, you're welcome,
It's-
Kronos.
Baseball's made me laugh. Yeah, we ain't found shit. They do have a sequel called it's coming. It's called The Search for More Money.
Yeah, before you started writing music, I can tell this to you guys real quick. His father was a general of the U.S. Army and prodded him to begin a military career. And according to his biography, when he joined the United States Army, he achieved the rank of captain because his father was a United States Air Force general. And then he became a helicopter pilot. He was also a Golden Gloves boxer, and he earned a Rhodes Scholarship to study literature at Oxford University.
Yeah.
This guy was
Wow.
holy smart. I mean, holy to
yeah.
God smart.
Hey,
Multi-talented doesn't begin to describe him. Wow.
Yeah.
No, not
And
even.
Kronos says a mentor would be a better word. Okay.
Yes.
And welcome, Alistair's Queen Emma. She goes, "Hi, I'm Emma from Tony Stark's show." Cool. Welcome. I hope you enjoy our tribute there. Welcome there.
Yep.
The girl says, "Hey, Alistair," and and just a sec just for Kronos. This is strictly for
How many
Kronos.
assholes we got on this ship anyhow? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
All right, there,
Yeah, but-
just for you, Kronos.
Yeah, but you
Kronos,
got that
you-
part where he says, "Keep firing, assholes."
Yeah, and welcome, Suzanne. Welcome there.
Hello,
There.
Miss Exine.
I know you got family over there in Israel. I hope they're all safe there, Suzanne.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
she's saying hello to
Yeah, hi-
everybody
hi,
here.
Suzanne. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a real dumpster fire going on over there at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
It's awful.
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Has anybody heard yet? As Israel, they've talked about retaliation, which they certainly have every right to do. Which I'm looking forward to hearing what's going to happen. But they haven't launched
Well,
anything yet, I guess, have they?
well, I might rephrase that. I wouldn't be looking forward to it, but I'd be expecting something.
Well, I think
Oh.
they don't have much. They don't have a choice really at this point. I'd say,
Yeah.
really. I mean,
Well, they are being attacked on two fronts, so
Three.
it's not.
well, the thing
exactly
is,
pleasant.
what did Iran shoot 200 missiles into Israel the other day? Like,
180.
well,
Some of 'em-
close enough, right?
Yeah, so hey, 20 missiles can make all the
20 of them
difference.
misfired.
Hey,
20
No,
of
but
them
you know what I'm
misfired.
saying. You know what I'm saying. Anybody shoots 180 missiles into my country, I'd be a little bit PO'd, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where else would I be, Monkey Man? And Israel is fine. Oh, glad to hear your family's safe for their Sudan.
That's good.
Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna go through through his movies here on IMDb here.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll start here at the bottom here, because I didn't realize how many was in like the last movie. I've never like a lot of things I didn't even realize there was there. Cisco Pike, Blum
Cisco
of
Pike.
Love.
Cisco Pike, I saw years ago back then. It's really good. I highly recommend that movie. I can't remember the plot details now, but I remember it was a very entertaining, very good film. So yeah.
Yeah, besides A Star is Born, I would also recommend Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. That is a great movie.
Isn't that,
And it's based loosely, it's based loosely on Billy the Kid's career.
Yeah.
And then he finally meets up with Pat Garrett, and Pat Garrett shoots him in the back.
wasn't it also directed by Sam Peckinpah, the famous
Yes,
Western
that's it.
director
Yeah,
back then?
Peckinpah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peckinpah is an excellent director. I think he's got some great movies.
Always has good ones. Yeah.
Yeah, then he played some biker in Bring Me the Head of Alfred Garcia.
Yeah, Alfredo Garcia. It's Alfredo. It's okay.
Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah.
Alfredo. And I've heard of this movie, but I've never watched it. Alice doesn't live here anymore.
It's really good.
You need
It's
to do
really
that
good.
for a cinema night for sure. Definitely.
It's a good one. It's basically about a single mom. I think I can't remember the exact if she's in an abusive relationship or she loses her job or for some reason she has to leave town, right, and head out on the road. And what's the she was a child actor back then. I'm thinking of like she was in Silence of the Lambs. Jodie Foster,
Oh,
I
you mean
believe.
Jodie Foster? Yeah.
Hey,
She's in that movie. I think as the kid, right? I
Yes,
believe.
I believe
Oh,
so.
Hey, did that one asshole try to shoot Reagan over Jodie Foster, trying to impress her?
Yeah, he was obsessed with her. Apparently, wasn't he?
Hinckley.
Yeah.
John Hinckley. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good movie. It's really funny in parts, but it's also very dramatic. And I guess Kris Kristofferson comes in, as the film progresses, as like the love interest kind of guy, right? So he's really good in the movie, as well. So yeah, it's a good film. And I think that's the movie that the TV show. Remember the TV comedy show Alice back in the 70s or 80s? I think that's the movie that they based that TV show on, even though it was quite
that
different.
could be it. The
Yeah,
single
quite
mom,
different.
right, with her
Yeah,
kid
single
and
mom, yeah. Very different than the film, though.
Mel Steiner. Yeah.
Yeah,
all that.
Mel Steiner. Yeah.
Yeah, Crone says, you can't have my head. And I tell you, Iran hasn't seen anything yet. Now the IDF is pissed off enough to change things fast. It's going to get really bad. Well, the one thing that I've always said is there's one country that you don't want to piss off. It's Israel, and that's because they train their pilots hella good. Most countries have like a 3-to-1 shoot down ratio, but Israel is like 20-to-1 for their Air Force.
Mm.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Suzanne a quick question. Suzanne, that the actress that replayed Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, she was part of the Israeli Defense Forces. Now, is she supposed to go back into service? Can she be pressed back into service, or is she done with her tour with the forces? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me know in the
And,
comments there, Suzanne, if you can. Yeah.
yeah. And Crow says contact wasn't bad. And kiss my grits.
Yes,
Yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah,
It's
I remember that.
Suzanne. What that
Holiday,
was
yeah.
one person I will miss, Kris Kristofferson. What's your experience with him, Suzanne? And anybody else put in your chat there? What's your experience with them? Or if you want to come up, you can. Because you got first Israel or Russia. Well, Russia. Well, I think Russia has back of them as their nukes. And Kronos
yeah.
goes, "Hello, nurse." Yeah, it's Kroners. If she
Yeah.
wants to, and she will want to.
Oh, good.
Gal, that
Yay.
is. All right.
Gal,
Well,
that is.
yeah.
Yes.
Israel's got nukes too? Do they not? If I remember correctly.
It's one of those that claim they do. There's the Samson. There's the what is it called, the Samson plan? If things really go to hell, that they said they'll just start nuking everybody around them. But I'm not totally convinced they have nukes.
Well, I'm sure if they do, they're not going to publicize it anyway. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Oh, then let's see. He was also in The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea.
Oh, that's a good one too. But that's kind of a very weird film, but it's very entertaining. But it's a little bit out there, that one. Yeah.
And then he does a military movie called Vigilante Force before he does the Star
right.
Sport.
All right. If you want to keep going here, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. So he does Vigilante Force in 78, around the same time that he did. After that, he did A Star Is Born. He was in that movie Semi Tough. I think that might have featured an early Sly Stallone, if I'm not mistaken. And that was in 77. Wow, or somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Then he did Convoy. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
And he actually, the guy,
that was very
William McCall,
popular, I think, wasn't it, Convoy?
it was very popular for CB radios and stuff. And he actually, Chris did write the song, the theme song for the movie for William McCall. So yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty awesome. He did that for a lot of up and coming artists. Is that he was able to write the best songs possible that these people could actually sing in a film. So yeah, that's a great thing.
Yeah, there are some songwriters that have a sort of a gift for that, for writing songs for other people, right? And he's
Oh, for
definitely
sure.
one of those few that could actually write a song that would kind of fit into another singer's style, so to speak, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was gifted that. Well, I wasn't even aware of his military, like being a helicopter pilot. Wow, I mean, the guy was so talented and versatile. It's kind of mind-boggling, actually, to look back on his career and everything now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that I didn't know that, Suzanne. Okay. Yeah, some kind of holiday that they're into right now. That's true.
Yeah. All right. So where are we at on this here?
Oh, we talked about Semi Tough, which I think had an early Sly Stallone, and then you had Convoy after that. So
Yeah.
and I mentioned that he wrote the song for the movie for William McCall, who sings the Convoy song originally. So
yeah.
We
got a great big old convoy. Great big old convoy.
Convoy. I have the song downloaded.
Now, the one everybody keeps talking about is A Star Is Born. I never even heard of it.
I never saw it. I never saw it because I don't know. Isn't it kind of a chick flick though, with Streisand and all that? Really, Mikey?
Yeah, with Streisand in it, but I mean, it's really. I mean, that is a great.
Well, it's actually based on that old film, A Star Is Born, right? Like, I think that goes back to go back to the 30s or the 50s or something?
Yeah.
No, there was an original film called A Star Is Born that this is based on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will be listening in the background, but I'm going to head over to a watch party. We're watching Monster Squad, and then if you guys are still here, I'll come right on back. So, yeah, Monster Squad's not going to last that long. Probably for about less than an hour or so. So,
okay,
yeah,
I'll check you guys. I'll check you guys later. Don't forget tomorrow night is our we're celebrating the Planet of the Apes. all 10 movies. So we're over the next 3 weeks we'll be covering 3 in one night, and then 3 the next night, and then 4 the final night. So
Yeah.
check that out. Tomorrow it'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central on Thursday night. So
Yeah,
hopefully
I
you,
think.
and I'll contact you guys so I get
Yeah,
up there and everything.
I think Gorilla might be doing the Lord of the Rings movie tomorrow, though. Actually, Mikey.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
no, we're doing Harry Potter tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I
just
meant.
like Harry
Harry Potter. I get
Yeah.
those two confused. Sorry.
Well, that's all right. We'll have a cast. We'll have Larry there because he's watched the movies with me and a few other friends. So yeah, if you guys want to check that
Yeah.
out tomorrow, that'd be cool. But
Well,
thanks for having me, Gorilla. And I will
Yeah.
download this. So have a good one, guys.
yeah. Okay, we'll see
Yeah.
you, Mikey.
Later.
Have a good
Yeah,
one there.
sure.
And
Thank you.
let's see. There's
Yeah.
Freedom Road and Heaven's Gate. Rollover. And the last horror film that was on, that was on the list of movies I wanted to watch there. And he's actually uncredited in that one.
Okay, so he's probably just got a bit part then or something.
Cameo.
Yeah.
The Last Honor of Kathleen Beck. Flashpoint.
Well,
Here's
that
the one here.
Sounds familiar. I think I might have seen that one. I think that one was pretty decent.
Yeah. But let's catch up on chats real quick. And Crow says 84 sucked. And let's see. Oh my God, love the man. His music, his movies, his persona. Hey, well, I was just got off of Miss Martin Muses there, and she said he was a hunk. He was kind of a hunk back in the day.
Oh hell, back in the 70s, he was a major hunk. Like he was a good-looking dude, man.
Hey, and I can say that as a straight man.
Exactly, as a straight man. As a straight man, I could totally understand, why he was considered a hunk. Put it that way.
Oh yeah. And it girl says, "You can nuke me all night long." Oh well, Kronos, you live in an area that's on the high priority list for Russia to nuke. So
yeah, I don't think I'd be singing that too enthusiastically. Actually, there, Kronos.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, maybe it's coming. Like, geez.
I'm 80 miles from the closest city that would be considered to be nuked. So and it's not even going to be a high priority place to be nuked.
Yeah. I'm close. Not that many hours away from Seattle, so yeah, probably the same for me.
Oh no, you're not even.
Dude.
You're not in the
I'm
falls.
I'm right next to Disney. Okay, I mean, I know Americans that want to nuke me.
Yeah, but you're not. Is Orlando really on the high? Disney play is it gonna be on the high priority list? But
I'm right next to Disney. I can see Disney fireworks from my house. I'm pretty sure a nuke. If someone nuked Disney, I'm pretty sure it would reach me. I mean, if I can see the fireworks, I'll be able to see a mushroom cloud.
Hey, look at it this way, LDG. At least you're in the blast zone. You don't have to worry about nothing after a couple seconds.
Oh yeah, it's just like 15 seconds of absolute terror, and then I finally get the bliss of death. Okay, thank you.
Hey, I'm in the fallout zone, so I'd have to sit there and suffer for a while.
Dude, you're already suffering, okay? It's not like that's anything new. You'll be able to handle it. I mean, even if you grew like a third arm, I mean, you'd just be like shit, or a second penis. I mean, you'd be loving it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be complaining. Fuck. I get my truck fixed even faster now. I got an extra arm or fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, I just got my vehicle fixed $116 later.
Oh,
well, that wasn't
out
too
not
bad.
Too bad then.
Well, they took two screws out. I'll clean the solenoid and put it back in.
Yeah, but you were afraid you were going to maybe have to write it off or something for a while there, right?
That's not bad. I mean, I know people who get haircuts that cost more.
Yeah, really, yeah. No, you did okay there. That's not terrible at all there, Gorilla.
Yeah, and let's see, Kronos, I give it 1 week before shit hits the fan. Israel is in a religious holiday right now. Okay. I didn't know they were in a religious holiday. And let's see, Mikey, and I look like an ape. Yeah, I can't. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And I can't sing that. I can't sing that.
No, I think you just.
All right, thank God your mic went out when you did
Your
that.
your
Thank
your,
you.
your microphone is in shock right now.
Your microphone's like saved us right now. It's got a safety on there. Anytime we try to pull that bullshit, it doesn't hurt us.
And it saved many dogs from going crazy for miles around as well. So.
Oh, I think they actually heard it though, because even I was like, "Oh shit, that's like dog whistle shit right there."
Exactly. Oh man.
Oh no, I don't hear the neighbor's dog barking, so we're good. Of course, they haven't let the dog out, so.
Oh no, because that was dead.
Maybe the neighbor's dog is used to you though, girl. It's like, oh, it's that guy again. Oh shit.
Well, I'm the only. Hey, that dog listens to me. It doesn't listen to Julie.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
Cronin says I'm not a high priority. You're the high priority zone for the nukes. You're just gonna get one Merv dropped out over that whole. You just get the whole northeast peppered. And I really wish the USA would stop pissing Putin off already. We've been saying that. We're why do you think I did the debates and all that? We're pushing them. And LED, hello. And what is Pickles doing?
Freaking working my ass off, guys.
Yeah.
Another rough day today, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
It's just getting monotonous. I mean, it's not getting. I mean, I shouldn't talk bad about it. I'm still trying to free the net and everything, and it's just something a lot of work lately, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of freaking work.
Hey, it'll all pay off in the end. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully everything will
Hopefully,
turn out.
hopefully, yeah. You made that sound so positive until you said the word hopefully.
Hey, all right, it'll all pay off in the end. All your hard work will free the net. We'll lock up all the nukes. We'll finally get everybody smoking a joint and getting along.
So are you gonna say that the people in charge in Iran are gonna like start smoking joints and like be all happy and love and cut?
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah. Take their cocaine away and give them weed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wish I was that optimistic. I really.
Hey, and LDG, you want to read this one?
I'm not behind my computer right now, buddy.
Oh, Crow says, "Don't stroke the pickle." Oh, not that song. I need more rum, and I could use some wings. Well, go order some wings. All right, back to Kris. Yeah, back to Kris Kristofferson here.
Oh, I just see one gorilla that was one of probably the films he wishes he hadn't done was Heaven's Gate.
Yeah,
that was such a bomb. It destroyed the studio that made it. If I remember correctly, it was that bad.
So cringe talk.
Oh yeah, well I've never seen it, so I vote, but it's long. I think it's like 4 hours long or something. So it might be like beyond cringe talk, painful. You know.
Yeah.
I hear it's really bad, really boring, story really sucks. The studio lost so much money making the film because it went into I think over budget, and then nobody wanted to go and see it because it was such a piece of crap. That I think it bankrupted the studio if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and he did songwriter, Barbara Streisand's "Left in the Dark," Flashpoint, the Lost Honor of Catherine Beck. He was in All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight. He was actually in that music video.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Last Days with Frankie Jesse James. That's a good one. Trouble in Mind, Stagecoach, Blood and Orchids, The Highwayman. That's a good movie. Is the Sailor. That was a good song. You gotta look it up.
Okay.
Then we got America, The Trackers, the top Pee-wee, Millennium.
Pee Wee Herman movie. Now that's versatile, I gotta say.
Yeah. Pair of Aces. Another Pair of Aces, Three of a Kind, Miracle in the Wilderness, Christmas in Connecticut, No Place to Hide. That's on the list to watch.
Okay.
Nights and Paper Hearts, Troubleshooters, Trapped Beneath the Earth.
I gotta say, these later films I'm not familiar with. Like I am the early stuff. Oh, he's in the Larry Sanders Show. Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
show. You should check that one out sometime, Gorilla.
Yeah, he's just in so much stuff. It's like hard to. Two for Texas, girls.
Well, look
And
at
so
how many movies did he make in 1998? Just okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies in 1998. One
yeah,
year he does 6 films. Like that's
yeah,
nuts, right?
and he did voice acting for The Light Before Time. I grew up on that.
Oh, cool.
There,
Crazy. Man,
yeah,
this guy was a working machine, I tell you. Man.
yeah, and all the play, and he was in the Redford where the Redford grows. That's another one I knew him from.
Wow.
There's so many credits. This guy,
It's nuts.
he worked.
I
He
don't know
worked
when he
through-
had time to have a life, actually. He was working so hard. Like, wow.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
he was a voice actor for Fallout. So I never played that one. Dolphin's Tale 2.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. He's in the Blades. He had so many damn songs too. Like me and Bobby McGee, For the Good Times, The Highwaymen, Loving Her Was Easier, Jody the Kid, Sunday Surprise, The Taker, From the Bottom of the Like my parents grew up on him a lot there.
Yeah, well, I was, I was like, kind of mildly familiar with his 70s stuff because I enjoyed the songs back then, the hits, and also a lot of the movies I mentioned. I really liked a lot of them. He made some great movies in the 70s. Hey, you forgot television here, Gorilla. I'm just looking up television. He was in a guest on the Muppet Show. He was a host on Saturday Night Live back in '76. Whole bunch of different shows, just doing like one appearance kind of thing, I guess. Larry Sanders, he was in. Oh man, like tons and tons of TV as well. Nothing too familiar for me, but still, you add up all the TV he did from '76 to 2015. There's a whole other, good sized chunk of
Yeah.
career right there. So
Yeah.
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Gorilla says you might want to run an adult content banner across your stream with kids in the chat now. I didn't notice any kids in the chat.
Kids in the chat? I didn't pay attention to the chat actually.
I've been watching the chat. I didn't see any kids.
All I see is basically Kronos and Suzanne, pretty much.
Yeah, and there was Alistair from Tony Stark stream and Sit-Dan.
Yeah, I wouldn't classify Sit-Dan as a kid. I mean, he's young, but he's not that young.
Yeah. Kronos says I'm a kid at heart. Rip off a Pee-wee.
Oh, she mentioned that Emma person is underage.
Oh, we haven't been doing nothing bad lately. It's a spark like that like button. Thank you, Kronos. Kronos, say Kronos was red so I could put him in timeout. LOL. Suzanne likes me. Kronos, yeah, you're okay. LOL. You be okay as well. Cheers. Bitch, I wear a cape. Animal is the best puppet. Prove me wrong. Yep, yeah, but we haven't been bad lately. I'm not booting anybody yet. It's not like we're getting dirt. We're being respectful tonight for a man who's had an extensive career, who's brought joy to us in different ways. There, me through his music, PvP, and Mikey through his movies. There, and using that, he probably liked looking at him in his younger days in the movies. There, yeah, and yeah, he's one of those. I thought he will. I'm surprised he made it to 88. To be honest, I thought he might have a little bit of a drink. His liver might have given out on him.
Well, considering how hard he worked too, like man, that's just crazy. I don't know. You'd have to, if you actually totaled up all the albums, the movies, and the TV he did. There must be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of projects, like literally that extensive, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy. I know actors that like really famous Academy Award winning actors that don't have a movie list as long as Kristofferson's. Like seriously, it's like wow.
Yeah. And some of the stuff I didn't even realize he was he was actually in because I'm not good with voices there.
Yeah, well, I'm not familiar with any of his voice acting stuff. I got to admit, because that's a little years after I kind of stopped paying attention to him so much. Because I remember him, basically for me, it was the '70s when all the stuff I really enjoyed was happening. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And right now we live in a good time where we can actually go back and look at all this old stuff there. We actually have the ability to look at all this all the stuff that the greats were in versus like back in the '70s. If it was on TV, you got to watch it. Maybe if you're lucky, you could have a VCR.
Not in the '70s. I think I got my. Well, what was the week when Reagan got shot by that Jodie Foster idiot guy?
Yeah, that was mid '80s. There,
That was
I
81
can
or something,
Google.
wasn't it? I think it's around 81. That's when I got my first tape machine. I got a Betamax actually, which was a fabulous machine. It was built like a tank. Man, that thing was solid. Kind of wish I never got rid of that machine actually, because it was a really good machine.
Oh, I actually had to type it in. When was Reagan
Okay,
shot?
I'll be back in a second. Let me know when you find it there.
I'll find it here in just a sec. March 30th, 81. There, that's when. So it was really early in his presidency that he got shot. Well, I'll catch up on chats here. May I have a cape? No, Carlos, we confiscated your cape. Just watch out for you, Monkey Man. Yeah, we're not doing nothing bad. Alistair just said, or Emma just said she said hi to us. That's all. And Kris Kristofferson partied at Woodstock with my uncle. Oh, so your uncle actually knew Kris Kristofferson there? That'd be cool. If there's someone that I would love to meet, but frankly, I don't go anywhere, so I don't have a chance to meet all these people here. I'm too poor to go out and meet people. Let's see. Crow says Gorilla isn't a monkey, and in real life, he was just as awesome. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's amazing. Some of these celebrities that you meet, they're cool, really cool shit, and really awesome. Then there's others that are complete douchebags. But I'm glad he was on the awesome side of that when people got to go meet him. I know what a VCR is. I barely know. And Beta was before VCR. Hello, up Betamax. See, I never even heard of Betamax until PvP started mentioning it on streams.
Yeah, Betamax actually. It was 81, was it, Gorilla?
Yeah, March 30th, 81.
Okay,
So really early.
That's how I can time my very first recording machine for TV. I got it like a week before Reagan got shot, right?
So you bought it. So you knew Reagan was going to get shot. So you went out and got a Betamax so you could record it. Is that what you said? PvP? Is that what you said? PvP?
I had no idea. I mean, I wasn't even. I was, geez, I was like in my early 20s then, so I wasn't even really into politics all that much back in those days. But yeah, so I can put a timeline on it anyway. Betamax actually was dominant in the early years because I think Betamax actually was superior to VHS. I think it was a better recording quality, better picture quality, generally. The only thing is when VHS came in, Betamax was limited to, I think, about 4.5 hours in total tape length of a tape that you could record. VHS came in and started doing their 6-hour recording time, right? Where you could do 6 hours at kind of lower quality. And that's kind of what put Betamax eventually out of business because people went for quantity over quality, unfortunately. I still think VHS, is an inferior recording system to Betamax. But I mean, they're both obsolete now anyway, I suppose, so it doesn't really matter much.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so some of us are old and nurses, Suzanne. Hey, I'm just a young whippersnapper. They're at 32.
You know, when you want to get really philosophical about it, though, we're all kind of made from dirt, are we not? Because we all come out of the earth. I mean,
We're
so to
all
speak.
stardust. We're all stardust.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're a part of the earth, so it's like, old as dirt isn't really that bad a saying, because we are kind of part of something at this this ancient planet that we come from. So hey,
Yeah,
nothing to be ashamed of.
yeah, and it's cold now. Oh, that sucks, Kronos.
Yeah, it's
Oh
starting to
yeah,
get cold. Yeah,
he's still fried from it. Fry.
permafrost. I'm not sure what you mean there, Suzanne. Could you clarify that, please?
Uh-huh.
I'm a little
I'm wondering if
confused.
she's been permanently fried, like fried his brains from all the weed, man. Because drugs are bad.
I really don't know exactly what Suzanne's talking about, but
Yeah. And welcome, Booger 414. Welcome. He says, Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Hey, Booger, what is your experience with Kris Kristofferson? We were kind of going through that there.
Tweeter and the Monkey Man is from a song, is it not, Booger?
Yeah.
Because that's very familiar, that line, but I can't place the song.
Everybody saying hi to Booger. Perma-fried. Okay. Like permanent fried. Nobody is old here. And I have been to the Hilton in D.C. where Reagan was shot. Tons of people taking their pics at that spot. Well, with you, I've actually been to the place. Like, I don't remember because I was like 6 years old. But apparently we visited the spot where JFK was shot. And there's an X on the street there.
You were in Dallas, in other words.
Yeah. Oh, my uncle lived down there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember. You've seen the Zapruder film, I imagine, Gorilla. Most people probably have, if they have any interest in JFK at all. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal assassination when you see that, actually occurring on film.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, JFK. You watch it, it's like JFK's basically, got his brain shot out of his head. It was nasty when you watch that. It was horrifying, really.
Yeah. Oh, it would be. And hey, Scurvy says howdy, fruitcakes.
Hey, Lemon
Scurvy. And many people say that Beta was better. And Scurvy, you tell us your experience with Kris Kristofferson. And PvP, you shouldn't be on the panel. You should be chasing down bulk eggnog. All right, he's going to Costco tomorrow.
Haven't seen it in any stores yet. It's probably going to be a couple more weeks, actually, Lemon.
Yeah, he's gonna hit. He's gonna be standing in the line outside of Costco like it's Black Friday.
I don't have a Costco membership, and apparently they're really checking people now because people were actually getting in that didn't have memberships and cheating the system, right? So yeah, I don't have a membership to Costco, but everything there is so mega sized anyway. You have to. Like for a single person, you'd have to buy like a 2-year supply of toilet paper or something to even, make it worth the trip, right? And it's like, no, I don't need a mega supply that large.
Hey, hey, PvP with all the ports shutting down and the way things are going, what you do is you go buy a couple bulk things of toilet paper and all that, then you sell it for a premium.
Sell it for a premium?
Yeah, once the toilet paper runs out.
Well, yeah, but who knows when that's going to happen again, right? Like,
well, all our East Coast ports are shut down right now, and things are going to hell in a handbasket.
Why? What happened?
What, the ports?
Yeah, why? The ports?
Well, we had the Hurricane Helena come by, and not only that, what? Hey, LDG, what's that union that runs the ports?
What's the union that runs the ports?
Yeah, the East Coast ports there. They all went on strike yesterday. As of midnight yesterday,
that was. Well, yeah, the guys who struck, the recent strike going on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
I
like
believe that's
dock workers?
International Longhornsmen
Oh,
Association.
yep,
am I
the
right?
Longhorns.
Longshoremen. Longshoremen.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Did I say Longhornman? I've got
Yeah.
like Longhorn
Yeah,
on my mind
that
right
takes
now.
on a whole different connotation
Longshoremen.
now, AJ.
no, they as of midnight yesterday they were on strike.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause he-
longshoremen, they're the guys that load and unload the ships, right? Basically.
Yeah,
longshoremen does
yeah,
that.
they're fighting. Their jobs getting automated. Plus,
But-
plus they want like a 77% pay increase because $100,000 a year ain't enough, to
just
live
ain't
on.
enough. Yeah.
It
how
isn't
can you
enough.
survive?
$100,000 is not enough when you do that kind of work.
I live
They
on
do work.
36,000 a year.
They
With
do
all
work
due
hard.
respect,
They
maybe
do
10
work hard.
years, maybe 15 years ago that would have been enough, but not today, man.
Yeah.
That
Well, when you think-
$100,000, like seriously, is like if you live by yourself, maybe. But if you got any kind of family, I mean that doesn't pay for college. That doesn't. I mean, seriously, it's not that much. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making it work.
I make
Because what
way
a lot
less
of what a
than
lot, what a
that.
lot of people don't realize, or maybe they do, I don't know. And this is something I recently had to deal with. The more money you make, the more money it costs to live. Like for instance, I was paying $120 a month for insurance, health insurance. Right, I'm diabetic. I was paying $120 a month for my health insurance because
Is that all?
I wasn't making exactly because I wasn't making enough money. So I got a tax thing that allowed me to pay less.
Yeah.
But the second I started making enough money, do you know how much I pay now? Over $800 for the same exact service. Same exact thing, nothing different.
Well, I got
now that I can afford it,
that's
I went from
trouble,
paying
right?
120 to 860.
Well, I made
Yeah,
like
yeah.
300 some for me and my kid there, and we never go to the hospitals.
Well, I'm diabetic. I go every 3 months. So, I mean, it just goes to show you. Like I said, it's like just because you're making 100,000 doesn't mean you're making money because like everything costs more now. So it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, the thing is, the more you make, they start clawing stuff back and take away, your
pay more taxes.
And there's like a tier where they'll do like a means test or some kind of shit, and if you're making too much, then they take shit away from you, and yeah, that can happen here too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, and then you want a better car, and that costs more, and insurance goes up, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you get a better car that's more expensive, so your insurance coverage will go up on that better.
Well, even if you don't get like a better car, even if you just get like a decent car, because people who are poor are driving pieces of crap, like junkyard. Like I used to drive them. I know what I'm talking about. I used to drive crap cars.
I think it depends.
You want a half decent car now? It's like even more expensive.
Yeah, well,
glad I'm driving my old 1993 piece of shit because it still runs great. And actually, my insurance rates went down the last couple of years because I'm a safe. If you're considered in my province a safe driver that doesn't have accidents, your rates can actually come down year by year a little bit, right?
Unless you tell them you work for Uber, then you're.
Well,
fucked.
I don't work for Uber, so actually, I don't even think we've got Uber here legally yet. I don't think it ever came in
legally
to BC. Well, I mean, at all is what I mean, right?
Well, you made it sound like they deemed it illegal or something.
No. We have this thing called the taxi industry that is. They've got like a lockhold on our left of center government here, shall I say, where the taxi drivers, they bitch and moan and complain so much if the government does anything. The government's basically afraid they're going to lose like thousands and thousands of votes. And we have our election actually coming up on October 19th. So, I don't think we're going to see Uber anytime soon. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And let's see. Suzanne says Gorilla is sleepy. Yeah, a little bit, but I'll still be up for a while. Girl says, screw hell.
Gorilla's always sleepy, but that's how we know it's the real gorilla.
Hey, but I know not to fall asleep on a panel there because I know what's going to happen.
You know what happens to guys who do that, right?
Yeah.
Those poor bastards. Oh.
Hey, Crono says, whip her snapper. Yeah, whip her snapper there.
Whip.
Gross.
You know that whip her snapper. That sounds a bit intriguing. I must admit. That has potential for some fun times. I would say.
Yeah. And it says, how can Gorilla be sleepy in his own stream?
Help if I
Pickles, how can you be sleepy on your own
Let me
stream?
clarify. Let me clarify something. What I'm gonna do to you, if you ever fall asleep on stream, I have already programmed. I've already created a template of what my computer will do. Form in a template, and I connected it to a big red button on my desk. I have a big red button on my desk that will execute what I'm gonna do to you automatically if you ever fall asleep. Okay. The only thing I have left to do is like put your name on the button. That's all I have left to do.
You should put Gorilla's face on the button. That would be even better.
I would love to, but yeah, I should actually. You know what? Yeah, let me get a screenshot real quick. Hey, just hold.
There you go. There you go. Hold still, Gorilla.
Yeah, hold. Smile. There we go. Got it. All right, I'm gonna label print that on my fucking button. Thank you. Matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna do you a step up. I'm gonna engrave it on the button. That way, it's permanent.
So from what LDG is saying, when you fall asleep, Gorilla, what's going to happen is going to make Israel's airstrikes on Iran look like a
yeah.
in the park.
Everybody's lights are gonna flicker. Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna nuke me. You gonna nuke me.
Literally.
Yeah. Let's see. I would like my cape back. Well, you're not getting it back, Kronos. Let's see. Yepers, I bit the bullet and turned on the heat today. Yeah, I'm lucky I haven't had to do that yet.
Yeah, I closed all my windows about a week ago, and I'm hanging in there because I know what I got electric heat, and I know what that costs. So I'm going to hang out for another week or two if I can.
Yeah, my windows are still open.
Yeah, I closed mine. I closed my last. I had my
not even winter yet. What the hell are you talking about?
And I closed it on the weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, the windows are open still. It's 64 out right now. It'll get down to about 40 degrees. I'll still have my window open.
Oh, it gets.
Is it cold over there? What the hell are you guys talking about? It's not even winter yet.
Oh, but fall. We're getting into October now. We could start. Well, it gets cold at night for sure. Like it's 15 Celsius here at the moment, and it's only 6:34 here. By the time it hits 1 or 2 in the morning, we could be in single digits Celsius, and it's getting chilly,
I still have my windows open on that.
Well, you're probably warmer than I am here, so
It'll be about 40 degrees in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. The planets are named after gods, except for Earth, which is named for stuff all over the ground. Hey,
that's a good observation.
You want to read this one here, PvP?
Sure. Booger says lemon pie, eggnog.
Yeah. Let's see. Howdy 414 and PvP. You want to read this one?
Okay. Suzanne says PvP. He is still stoned from Woodstock. LOL. Don't think he's been straight 5 minutes his whole life. Okay, I'm still not sure who you're exactly talking about. But...
Kris Kristofferson.
Oh, Kristofferson. Oh, okay. Well, gee, for a guy that was that stoned, he sure had a hell of a career, though. You got to say, right? So,
yeah.
Some people can work well, though, even if
you don't remember.
Anyway, I'm glad he had a career because I enjoyed a lot of stuff he did. So,
yeah. Corona says I wasn't there. And probably my first memory of Kris was in Convoy. It was a dark moon on the 6th of June in Kenworth hauling log. Oh, cool. That's pretty. Convoy's one I've wanted to see. I've heard the song Convoy. We have a great big gold convoy through the night.
Yeah, I hear it's very. It was very popular, so I'm guessing it was very commercial. But it could still be a worthwhile film to watch. I'm sure. Like I'd like to see it. If you ever want to put that on the list of movie nights, there, girl, I'd want to take a look at that.
Well, let's get through Harry Potter first.
Oh hell yeah!
There.
Well,
And
you don't know if you've never tried it, Kronos. Come on, be fair.
yeah. Yeah, he never had eggnog, so it's gross. I had eggnog seltzer, and that was freaking disgusting.
Well, eggnog seltzer sounds like such an oxymoron that I don't know why anyone would conceive of it, much less want to consume
Oh,
it.
hey,
Actually,
guys.
Gorilla.
Sorry, listen, I got it. I'll try to be back. Mama Prey just came to the underground. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we'll
tell
see you.
Mama pray high we.
Oh well.
And I gave you the recipe, didn't I, PvP?
You gave me one
Yeah.
for eggnog. You gave me eggnog pie or something, which I just haven't.
No,
got
she
around
gave you
to
an
eating
eggnog
it.
recipe.
No,
Yeah, she
it
gave
was
you an eggnog recipe.
No, I think it was eggnog pie. What it was labeled.
Oh. And I
just
didn't know
haven't
he
had time to
did.
look at it.
Oh yes, he did, Cronus. He had a ton of music there. That's how I knew him.
Kristofferson mainly was a musician. I think a lot of people know him for his movie career. I never knew it was that extensive. I always thought it was kind of a sideline thing, but geez, he must have done like 100 films or something in his lifetime. It's actually incredible.
Yeah, and I saw Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog in the liquor store the other day. I had no egg, but it had no eggs in it. Yeah, can you really call it eggnog?
Yeah,
Just saying.
If it doesn't have eggs, it should be just called Nog, and then I'm thinking of Deep Space Nine, so that doesn't really work either. So yeah.
Yeah.
Dock workers, longshoremen
Yeah.
is another word for them.
Yeah. It Crone says the Amish rock. Yeah. Fuck the dock workers leader. Yeah. Yeah. No. I've never met the guy. I don't know the guy. Yeah. Yeah. And then he said, Booker says, International Longshores Association. Yep.
Yeah.
Their president is the reason people cross picket lines. Well, that's because he rejected a 50% raise because they want a 77% raise and guarantees they're not going to automate. And this here is the exact reason why our ports are going to go automated.
This is one reason. I mean, my mom worked at Safeway back from 1969 through the 80s, right? They were a unionized store in those days. And my mom made good money because of that. She had a above average, wage. And I had no problem with unions back then. My sister was a school teacher from the 1960s right through to like the 80s when she got sick with her cancer, right? So I had no problem with her, as a member of the teachers union, because that's you had to be if you wanted to work as a teacher, right? It was just a fact of life. Back in the day, unions had a purpose many years ago. I'm saying many years ago. Like, if you go back and look at history, like over 100 years ago, people had like zero working rights and they were treated like shit. And, they'd be working like 6 days a week, if not 7, for very low wages. So I can understand why the union movement began back in the early 20th century. But I think now, like what you said about they turned down a 50% pay raise, Gorilla. Like,
Yep.
I think that's stupid leadership, I think, personally. I think if I got a 50% pay raise next week, I'd be happy as hell. I wouldn't be bitching about it, right? So I think it's just the unions, most of the time they've gotten greedy and stupid. And I never thought I'd be saying that. But then I never thought I'd be saying I'd vote for Trump either. And I would vote for Trump if I was living in the States. So, your observations of reality do change over the years, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And let's see, beep boop. Kronos, I love my Amish friends. I always have fresh food. That's good. Good. At least you have fresh food there. And suckers rock. Scurvy says, PvP, did you ring the in eggnog month with the ceremony at home?
No,
Oh, you should have seen it. It's a beautiful ceremony. He had eggnog posters plastered all the time. He made a statue of eggnog there. He draped the entire apartment with TP there, and he had a shrine set of the eggnog god there.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, Burger says newspaper. What the hell's a newspaper? Today said that the president gets 711,000 and 163K. Yeah, and the people down at the bottom, they're doing all the work. They make 120 some thousand too. So
the president's making close to $1 million a year. Then that's wow.
yeah,
Boy, and he's still greedy. Wow.
yeah, that's like well, people down that work down in the docks or on the forklifts and that they make 100,000 some. So, and Gross says again they rock. I hope they vote. I am voting. And do you want to read this one?
Booger says every month is eggnog month. There you go. I wish it was, because I can only get eggnog like 3 months out of the year, Booger. But that's okay. My freezer's damn full of. I got so much frozen stuff in my freezer. I'm gonna have to start eating a lot to clear it out, so I have room for eggnog in a few months. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't even have room for a Thanksgiving turkey, and Canadian Thanksgiving is like the second Monday in October, so it's coming up on the 14th, and I got no place to put a turkey right now. I'd have to just buy it frozen and put it in the in a bucket of water to thaw out overnight, and then cook it the next day is what I'm guessing. But oh man, I need to get my freezer emptied.
Yeah, and Carl's absolutely 100% agree. I put in my order for 4 new pillows and 2 queen size down comforters. Yeah, right now, the My Pillow guy is running a huge sale. Like we're talking 65% off.
Is there a reason why?
It's a fuck you to the big corporate stores that dropped him because he came out supporting Trump. So it's a fuck you. He's passing on the savings on to you.
Man, I just don't get it. I mean, I didn't like Trump for a long time, but when Biden couldn't hack it any longer and Camilo, was taking over, I started listening to more and more to the Democratic rhetoric. I was just like, okay, here's the scenario. If Camilla gets elected president in November, and Iran is still, making a trouble in the Middle East and threatening Western democracy, I mean, we're going to be screwed if Camilla's in charge, because she's just going to probably, fly over there and have tea with the Iranian leaders or something. I'm envisioning, right? Like she ain't going to stand up to him. Oh, I think I scared Gorilla away. Oh man, maybe I got too political.
No, sorry, I was talking to the kid there. No,
okay.
no, Trump is like a fungus. You don't want him at first, but he just grows on you.
Like a fungus.
Yeah, it's like a fungus.
No, the thing is, I know if Trump gets in, he's going to take a hard line against Iran if they're doing bullshit, right?
Oh yeah.
If they're still threatening Israel, if they're even causing more chaos in the entire region, and other countries are all getting messed up. I mean, I think Trump was going to say, "Hey, boys," he's going to shake a finger at him and go, "Hey, settle down there, guys."
Here, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat there. I think I forgot to pin it here. But welcome, Nemesis of Eden and Positive Condor. I'm trying to get through your chats here. But we're having an excellent conversation tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Crow says eggnog still sounds gross. I like pillows. Go for it. Get as many as you want. I love making fresh eggnog. I've been turned off from eggnog. That seltzer ruined any chance of me drinking eggnog.
No, but you see, the seltzer is what ruined it. Just do the pure eggnog and fuck the seltzer, man. That's where you made the mistake. Seltzer is like, it's like seltzer's for wimps. You know,
Well,
real men drink eggnog. They don't drink seltzer. I would never touch seltzer with a 10-foot pole, man.
yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, I'm not saying that there's a connection here, but the world was just fine before everybody started drinking these fucking seltzer drinks.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
All this fruity, loopy seltzer, stuff is just like, man, that's like call in the soy boy army and let them drink the seltzer. That's what I think.
Hey, but in my defense, it was free, so
That's no excuse for. No, you can't go to the dark side just because you say it was free. No.
yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
I know that exactly the next day in October, PvP made his famous bulk eggnog acquisition.
actually, that was on sale towards the end of the year, I believe, Lemon, because they had to clear it out, right? Okay, we get eggnog. It depends on the store. Some of them don't get it probably for another 3 weeks or something. Some might get it a week or two from now, depending on the grocery store. But they only are going to clear it out when it gets towards like around the end of December, because that's when, if they got overstocked, it's going to get to the point where it's the best before date they got to sell it by. So that's the only reason I got like $8 eggnog for like 64 cents. I mean, it was ridiculous, right? But I guess they'd rather mark it down and get a few pennies back than totally lose it all. So
Yeah.
it was their loss and my gain.
Well, that depends too, because they might have sold it for at cost, but to avoid the waste there. But they might not have been able to write it off on taxes too. I don't know how that works up there. Like if a store goes and throws out a bunch of food down here, they can write it off their taxes.
Yeah, I have no idea if that's plausible up here in Canada, actually, Gorilla. I know some stores, some good stores actually donate if they've got excess stock they can't sell and they need to clear it. We have a local food bank here, and I know there's one store at least that will take a truckload of stuff over to the food bank, like, every so often, and just donate it, for people that need help, food wise. So,
I'm pretty sure they get that written off their taxes.
Probably, but still, they do help out community members, so I'm in favor of that.
Well, it's good publicity. Plus, they get to write off their taxes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how your tax code works, if you guys got write-offs like that or not.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I'm not big. I'm just a small, little, average worker. I just go down to the senior center, every year, because our taxes are generally due by the end of April here, Gorilla. If you're, private citizen kind, I guess it's probably different for business, maybe. But I just take it to the senior center, and I, got lucky last, back in April. When I was back in May, finally, I think I was late because they weren't taking any new clients on because they got deluged with so many people. But I went there, I think it was early in May, because they said they would start taking people again. I walk in there, I say, I need my taxes done. Is it too late? And the lady at the counter is like, you're really in luck, because we have our tax lady here doing taxes today. You'll be the last one of the year, because she's in there with another person right now, but she'll be out in 20 minutes and she'll file them online for you, which she did. And it was fabulous. Like, everything just went smooth as butter. It was so good. So, yeah, I just take it and let the volunteer, these are people that do have expertise in preparing tax returns, but they volunteer a certain number of hours every month, right, to our community, resources center, which is great because they have, it's set up for seniors to get help, right? And so, yeah, I mean, I just take it in and I let them do the hard work, and because I tried to do that years ago, and it's just too much trying to fill in the paper forms. It's kind of a nightmare if you do that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and
sorry,
that
I went on
says
too long.
my homemade eggnog with rum is amazing. I bet you it is. LOL. Wah! Old eggnog is a thing. Apparently. Booger, you can make your own as well. Yeah, that's what he apparently does there. And Sweepy?
So,
Kronos, actually. Oops.
I was just going to
Go
say,
ahead.
Suzanne, when you get all those pillows and comforters to get cozy in, are you going to like get some eggnog and just, have some eggnog while you're relaxing in bed there?
Yeah. And Booger says, Kronos, actually it is. I've seen recipes of aged eggnog. It looks interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't trust eggnog that old, though. Yeah,
No,
yes,
I wouldn't.
from the Hood Dairy Cookbook with both rum and whiskey. Yeah,
Huh.
Kronos apparently likes cheese. Booger, I've never seen a written recipe. Okay. You want to read this one?
Oh yeah, Lemon says PvP. Do you remember it was on a Saturday or a Sunday when you found the discount eggnog? I really don't remember what day it was actually. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a long time ago, man. We're coming up like on at least 10 months ago, so I don't
Yeah.
remember.
And Kronos says, I can't sleep. That's a cat. Yeah. Yep, that'd be Jethro. And you jackass,
See,
he went and knocked all the clothes off the table I was folding.
oh, that's not good.
Jackass.
Now
You
you got oh
jackass.
man. So what do you bother washing them when they're just going to get dirty again on the floor?
Nah, they'll be fine. Yeah, have you seen how dirty I get at my job?
Well, that's a different kind of dirty though, isn't it? Like that's not like clothes dirty. That's like jokes dirty.
No, I get my clothes dirty at work there from the
Oh, you
polish
do?
and from the shaker and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember. You haven't gone into too much detail what every aspect of your job is, but I know it's
Right now,
it's manufacturing of some sort. Is it
yeah,
not?
I make diesel manifolds.
Okay. Well, I have no idea what that is. I know what a manifold is, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure what a
it's
diesel
part of the
manifold.
exhaust. It's part of the exhaust system on semis.
Hmm.
Please tell me you know what. You're not gonna be like that one gal and ask what an exhaust system is.
No. I am not that quite that
Yeah,
bad, but
yeah.
I guess I'm
This is
not.
a
I guess I'm not familiar with diesel. That's like for trucks, of course, though, right?
semis. Yeah. No, this is the actual true story. I was talking to a gal. She asked me what I did for work. I said I make diesel manifolds. She goes, "Well, what's that?" I was like, "It's part of the exhaust system about semis, help with the efficiency and horsepower and all that, blah blah blah." Then she asked me what an exhaust system was. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" I was like, "It helps the semi go vroom vroom." Then she
Let
calls
me.
me. Then she tells me I'm being a jackass.
You're being a jackass. Wow. Isn't that the way they love to flip on their stupidity onto other people? Because they do that all the time, right? Was she, by the way, was she wearing a pro-Palestinian hood or something when she
No,
talked
this
to
is
you?
before all this shit took place.
No, but I mean, she's probably one of them people protesting right now somewhere in the street, right? If she's that dumb, like, jeez, get a brain, people. Oh, I've gotten
I didn't
political
know
again.
how else I could explain it. Like most people understand, oh, it's just part of the exhaust system. Okay, cool. Yeah, but they ask what the exhaust system is on a vehicle. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that shit.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you didn't mention tailpipes, or that could have gone a whole different direction of conversation, right?
All right, and let's see. Don't really need a cape, by the way. And Scurvy here says I may never have had to turn on the heat down here. It depends. And I have snow in a few weeks. Yeah, and what is he? Yeah, we won't. Yeah, we're not gonna have snow probably till December. And my uncle Gorilla, not Christopher. Oh, okay. It's her uncle that's been stoned since '69.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense because I don't think Chris could have been stoned that much if he worked so hard.
All right, just a sec.
Ugh. I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty, so let's see. Positive Candor, welcome, welcome. He says, I remember Kris Kristofferson mainly for his portrayal as trucker Martian Rubber Duck Penwald with Ellie McGraw and Ernest Borgini in the 1970 movie Convoy. Okay. So you know him from the movies. Okay. And hey, positive. Ernest Airwolf. Ernest, black hole! Black hole! And, oh, no, never made a pie from eggnog. I've never even heard of a eggnog pie, so. And Booger says, in his death, I have been reading more about Kris getting his start in music. Oh, yeah, I went back and listened to a couple of the songs here last couple of days. So did Kris play an instrument there? And hey, Positive, how's it going?
All right. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing as best I can. You know, just wish life would use some lube every once in a while.
Yeah, I think there's only two Kris Kristofferson movies I remember. That's Convoy with him in it, obviously, and then I think he was in A Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand, the first remake of it, if I'm right.
Yeah. Well, he's
Um,
also in the Blade movies also, and he did like a Land Before
yeah, well,
Time.
yeah,
There's a button. He had an extensive
yeah.
career.
Oh yeah. But those are the ones I mostly remember him in. Let's just put it that way.
So who
Yeah.
do we have joining us here, Gorilla?
Positive Candor.
Okay, I just stepped away a minute. Hi, Positive Candor.
Hey, how's
Yeah.
it going?
Not bad. Yeah, Kris Kristofferson. Wow, what a legendary career he had. I never realized it was as extensive as that, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I remember his, singing, and I remember his music, and I
yeah,
remember some of his early movies, but not as much as he actually did, right? So
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Blade. Yeah, obviously, like you said, Blade. But yeah, he's been in a bunch of movies. Probably didn't get, I guess, the recognition that he probably should have gotten. I would say, in a way. Not as well known for his, I guess, his. I mean, he didn't stick to one genre either. So I mean, he tried to be as diverse as possible. So
Yeah.
in a way, that's why you don't remember him for, I guess, one specific thing. Because he definitely mixed it up as far as what characters and movies and stuff like that he was in.
I think one thing about his movie career actually is, because I'm a big fan of his '70s output. His '70s movies, there's a lot of classics there. Um,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
he often did smaller films, right? Like there's only a
yeah,
few films, maybe what was the one with Streisand, A Star Is Born? That was a big
yeah.
popular
Star is
hit.
Born.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah,
think the one the trucking one, the CB one,
yeah,
yeah,
Convoy. Yeah,
Convoy was a big hit. So he had his moments, right? But they weren't actually the type of films like you're not going to really nominate Convoy for an Academy Award, are you? It's just
Was
it's
it?
not that kind
no,
of first stage
no.
film,
But
right?
I mean, he was in the last days of Frank and Jesse James.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
He was in the remake of Stagecoach.
yeah.
Um, um,
Well, yeah, I mean,
let's
he was
see
in
what he
Pat
was.
Barrett, and Billy the Kid, right? That was a good one. Cisco Pipe was a good
Yeah,
one. Um,
yeah.
Convoy, of
I mean,
course. Star is Born, of course. But yeah, he did
yeah,
so many good, interesting films, actually. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. He was in a lot more than you realize, and that's why I said he was in not necessarily the how should I put it, not in the blockbuster. He wasn't into like the blockbuster type of a movie, but just your regular kind of movie. You know what I mean?
yeah, he was doing a lot of kind of smaller. Well, that's the thing. Back in those days, '70s, '80s, a lot of films had a small
Yeah.
budget, right? So he was
Right. Right.
kind of in, starring or co-starring in kind of smaller, films that were kind of often flying under the radar of Hollywood. I'm guessing, right? So he
Yeah,
made a lot of great
and
films, but nobody in Hollywood was probably paying much attention to a lot of them.
yeah,
You know.
and he
So
was in Heaven's Gate as well.
oh, that was the disaster though, wasn't it? Like that that
Yeah,
was a
that
bomb.
yeah, yeah. Plus, it's like a 3.5 hour movie. That's why it was a bomb.
Right. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier to Gorilla because Gorilla was saying we should do that for Cringe Stock, and I was saying, Gorilla, do you realize how long that movie is, man? Like,
Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
it
It's a
bankrupted
three
the
and a half.
studio. I think it
Yeah.
bankrupted the
Oh yeah.
studio too, didn't it? Yeah, it was really bad.
Well,
Like,
well, if you want a long movie, there we could watch the movie Paint Drying.
you want an actual movie that's you want a movie that's 8 hours long is Andy Warhol's
Yeah,
Empire, which is one camera set up to film the Empire State Building from a day into the nighttime for 8 hours straight, and nothing much
no,
happens.
no, that's on near 16 hours long. It's just a camera pointed at a wall with paint drying on it as a protest film because the British whatever ratings council or whatever, the ones that rate the movies, they make it so difficult for independent films to get ratings there. That the guy did a crowdfunding there, and he made him sit through all 16 hours of film just so that he could get a rating on it. And they rated it a G.
That is actually kind of brilliant, actually, in a weird, sick kind of way. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and he was in the Planet of the Apes 2001 movie, the 2001 version of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that was
People
like
realize
when they rebooted it, I guess, didn't they? Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
first reboot, not the current
Right.
reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Boy,
Very.
they've had a lot of apes movies coming out. Wow.
All right. All right. Can we catch up on chats here for a second? Cronus says, so did Chris play an instrument? I believe Sudan's correct. He played the guitar.
Yeah, I think it was
He
guitar.
definitely played the. Yeah, he definitely played the guitar. Maybe the harmonica too, something like that.
Yeah, I would imagine probably harmonica would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and Crow says good timing while right before an election, just before the election. Yeah, though that's what they thought they'd get all their demands right away, just so. But nope. And have a good night, Suzanne. You're probably gone there.
Okay, have a good night there, Suzanne.
And Corona says, can you play something? And why would you void left? Some people just don't pay attention. And Nemesis of Eden says, hail, you beautiful beings. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, I'm doing all right, Nemesis.
Hey, Nemesis, why don't you come join us for a while, man? You probably know a little bit about Kris Kristofferson, and well, maybe you don't. I don't know, but hey, come join us, man.
Truckers getting rock, yeah. Nogs get egg, apparently. I would never buy eggnog, although I do remember when instant breakfast has an eggnog flavor in the variety pack. I'll let you keep it.
That's probably a chemical flavor, though.
Yeah. And Crow says, new pillows. He's waving at Nemesis. So comfy. Trump don't play around when it comes to the Mideast. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the first nuke to drop somewhere. It just all depends on who's going to do it. Will it be China, or I should say China, Russia, or Israel?
Yeah. Do you really think we could be heading towards World War III like some people are talking about now?
We're already in it. We are already in it. Because put it this way, during the Civil War, they didn't even think we were in the middle of a civil war during the first battle of Bull Run. People actually went out and camped outside on the hilltop watching it.
Right, they were having like picnics and shit, weren't they?
Yeah, because they didn't think no, they're not going to start shooting at each other. Boom!
So,
shit!
It was like they thought it'd be a skirmish, and well, weren't there people in both armies that said, "Oh, this will be over by Christmas," kind of thing? I remember reading somewhere.
Oh fuck! They didn't even think they were gonna start shooting each other until someone fired the first shot.
Yeah, but they thought it was going to be like a little skirmish and it would be over in, a short time, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's still the bloodiest war your country ever fought, right? Your biggest losses of America.
Well, the reason they counted as the biggest losses was mostly because of disease and infections, but also both sides were counted as Americans. So
Well, because they were, right?
yeah,
Of course, yeah. Still a horrible war, though.
like if you only counted the Union there, then no, it was not our deadiest. But since both sides counted as American loss, because they could have counted one as American losses and one as Confederate losses, and it would not be the deadliest.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Then that honor would go to World War II.
Still a terrible war, but yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
World War II is right up there. Have you ever seen the movie Glory? By the way, Gorilla.
Is that the one with the 54th Massachusetts Regiment?
It's
Yes,
with,
it's got Denzel
and,
Washington amongst other big stars.
And the guy who played Red in Shawshank Redemption? Yes, we watched it on. You were there, PvP.
Oh, was I? Oh shit! Well, it's been a while. Then I forgot.
Remember when we did one war or one movie per war?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's got to be like God. Is that like a year ago now? Though that's a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'm drawing a blank there, but yeah, we did watch it. Now that you refreshed my memory there, I always thought that was a great. I love that movie. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but it seems pretty. It seems like it caught kind of the brutality of the war, at least.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Crow says chat lives matter. Just the word nog sounds gross. Nog was okay in DS9. No, he was not okay. He spent how long did he spend in that holodeck trying to recuperate till finally Vic Fontaine said, "Get the fuck out." And the best dog is made from Ferengi ear scrapings. Ew! That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Someone time Booger out for that one. I'm kidding, Kirby. Don't do it.
Booger. Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know
nerds.
I may not buy any eggnog this year, actually, after reading that Booger's comment there.
Oh, come on, Booger. You just ruined PvP's eggnog.
You ruined my Christmas holiday. Do you know that, Booger?
Yeah. And $8 egg. Oh, here, you sing this one.
Okay, Lemon Pie says $8 eggnog at 64 cents. This is the song PBB sings on October 1st.
There we go. And I don't know that song. And historical records are sketchy from that period. Perhaps PPP was indeed later in the year.
Oh, man.
Texas be theft. And yes, they are. I'm glad you have good rum there, Kronos. Cheers, Booger Rocks. Dang nerds! You want to read this one?
Sure. Lemon says, archaeologists may stumble upon an eggnog stained receipt. And then when we know the exact date of the famous purchase, yes, many thousands of years from now, Lemon, I'm sure they'll find my eggnog stained receipt somewhere, and they will record it for history. Yes.
And let's see.
Not that I will know, though.
Yeah, Kronos really loves cheese, by the way. Yeah.
Cheese is good. I like cheese. Eggnog, man.
Yeah, if BB had a keep, he would be eggnog man. Cheese is amazing.
I could go with eggnog, man. That's not bad, Though I don't know what my superpower would be. Would it be like blasting eggnog at my enemies or something? Like,
yeah, you blast it at the president to save the republic.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and cheese is amazing, Kronos. And diesel manifold, yes. Lemon is amazing. I'm kind of stupid. She probably needs help putting it in a headlight. No, it's blinker fluid. She's the one that I'll go, I don't need no man to change her oil. She pours a bunch of vegetable oil in the car.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch that, but I saw like it came up in my feed and it looked like vegetable oil. And It's like, wow, how
I love
dehumanizing.
watching those videos. I don't need no man and like some woman in high heels and a short dress went and poured a bunch of oil on the engine. I was like, I wish I had this kind of money to do a skit and just wreck a $40,000-$50,000 car.
You know, the sad thing is, it doesn't matter whether it's I don't need no man, just stop oil, support Palestine. I don't care what any of these people with these causes are, sticking up for. The bottom line comes down, they're basically all idiots and they're all wrong,
All
and
right.
they're going to basically fuck themselves up in the long run.
Yeah, the support Palestine I can understand. Now
No.
now the queers for Palestine, that's where I got like, what the fuck?
Did you see the rebuttal of some of the Iranian leaders for Queers for Palestine? What they told them would happen if they ever came to their countries?
No.
Well, basically, I watched. I think it was 3-minute one by some Iranian leader. I can't remember who the hell he was. Some Ayatollah, somebody. And he's like, homosexuality is a crime. It's against God. Blah 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 blah. It's a sin. You would be executed for your sins. Blah blah blah. In other words, we would just really enjoy killing you. Basically, is what the bottom line of the video was, right? And I'm thinking these people are so dumb. They're supporting people that would basically sentence them to death, and I'm guessing probably behead them or some lovely thing, right?
Yeah.
Charming, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So Scurvy says Gorilla they showed her the Gorilla then showed her his exhaust pipe lawsuit pending. Well, she's not gonna get much out of this crap hole here. LOL. Peeps have to tinkle. Black hole sun. PvP had to drain the gizzard. And didn't see Convoy. Well, go watch it. And welcome, Edge of Time. Greetings from the Edge of Time.
Hey, Edge of Time.
Yeah, I won't be nominated now. It doesn't seem to be meet the diversity requirements. And hell, Edge of Time. There's the song, Truckers Rock. Jeez, I'm almost catching up here. Hey, Daniels.
I think you read the Truckers one before, actually, girl.
Yeah, he's put it in like 4 times now.
Oh, okay.
Hell, sir, he just tried to piss me off now. A quote from Bird. Yeah, Bird was doing like reading his best or quotes from Bird. It's not his best of Birds there. It's like a 54-minute long video, and he's reading through because Salty Chuck had a thing that said Bird quotes. And he's going through there and describing what everything was about. And one of the things Bird it said, "You guys are just trying to piss me off now, Bird." And it said at the date, he goes, "I believe that was I was trying to catch up with chat there. I said I wasn't gonna be able to catch up with chat, and everybody just started saying hi to each other. So that's where that one came from."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like an hour behind on the chats. Me right now, I'm at holy crap! I was up to 5 minutes behind. Now I'm back to 15 minutes behind.
Uh-oh.
Hail Crones, hey Edge, who is edgy? Yeah, welcome Edge, welcome out. I actually got paid to watch paint dry once. Cool, paint dry. Nobody would pay that. And Crones, we did not need to know that, and it was as boring as it sounded. I have a personal nuke. Will he use it? The war between the states was anything but civil. I know, right? I don't think both sides were commanded by West Point graduates. Oh yeah, just think of Robert E. Lee actually took up Lincoln's offer there instead of siding with Virginia. And Glory was a good movie. Arlington National Cemetery was from Robert E.'s family's estate. Yeah, his house is sitting on Arlington. Yeah, did you know that? Our National Cemetery was actually the home of Robert E. Lee.
No,
that's where they buried all the Union soldiers.
Arlington that's not the one in Washington D.C., is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I actually went there back in 1997. I spent a couple days in Washington because I wanted to see the Pablo Picasso art exhibit at the National Gallery because they had his blue and rose period paintings, which were fabulous. By the way, I spent 2 days just poring over those at the gallery. But I did take the bus trip out to Arlington because I wanted to see some of the famous graves there. I saw JFK's Eternal Flame grave, which was amazing. Actually, it was awesome. Man, so many people taking photos of it. I took
Hey,
some photos of it actually, and I guess it was Jackie Kennedy buried next to him, and that was pretty cool. And then the weird thing, Gorilla, I'll never forget. I walked a little ways down the path, not too far away from John F. Kennedy's grave site, with the eternal flame and all that. Just a beautiful sight. And
yeah.
his brother Robert is buried not too many hundreds of feet away, but you have to take. I guess I had some guidebook or something, so I walked down this path, and Robert's burial place was just like a simple little wooden cross, like just like something a pauper would have, right? Like nothing fancy at all for Robert Kennedy. And I was so impressed. I thought, there's something about that touched me about how such a famous, person, that almost became president before he was assassinated, would put in his will, I guess, to just be buried with such a simple monument over his grave. I was kind of touched by that, and I'm so glad I went to Arlington, though. It was really quite moving to see all the war heroes and just all those thousands and thousands of graves stretching out everywhere. Gorilla. Like I'm so glad I made that trip, and only was like an hour because the bus trips they're pretty quick, right? So I didn't have much time to get out. I wanted to see more than I got a chance to, but I'm still glad I actually made the time to go out and see that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been to Arlington, I imagine, right?
No, I
Mm.
haven't had a chance yet. Daniel
Well,
says,
someday I recommend it if you can do it.
yeah. And welcome, Daniels. And Nog got better. Yeah, eventually. Nog had a little space troll. It's good singing. Bravo. 3001, I'm guessing means 2001, the Final Odyssey. And Daniel says, I feel better now. Let's see. Who is oily? LOL. Other than being kind of thin, vegetable oil should work in an engine. Nah, it burns. It'll burn off. It'll burn off and cause your car to smell like French fries. And the Queers for Palestine theme song is "Everyone Must Get Stoned." Yeah, you can't lurk when you type. Let's see. Scurvy says, "When I met you, I was but the lurker. Now I'm the master." Darth Vader to Obi-Wan. Booger says, "I was there many years ago to see the memorial of Pan Am Flight 103. Was that the shoe bomb one?"
I can't remember now. I remember Pan Am, but I don't remember the details, Gorilla.
Yeah. Back when movies were good, Strike Me Down. And hey, Daniels. All right. Positive, you still with us? Maybe not. We're all caught up with chats, though.
Hey, I just want to mention, like, didn't Mikey say there were a couple other people that passed away a short time around when Kris Kristofferson died?
Oh, yeah. Maggie Smith. You had the guy from Beverly Hills Cop. We had James Earl Jones. There was some black guy. And then,
I know the one I'm thinking of is the guy from American Pickers. It was what was his name? Fritz. Fritz.
Oh yeah, that guy died too. I don't know, but there's like 10 of them there.
Yeah, but I used to really enjoy American Pickers. Well, you might have guessed that might have something to do with my my name on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But,
you're fine. We're all caught up with chat.
Okay, but yeah, if you're a baseball fan, Pete Rose died.
Oh yeah, that guy. Did he
Yeah.
get kicked out of the Hall of Fame? Something about gambling?
He was
He's
he was
banned. He's banned for life. Yeah.
he bet on
Yeah. He
his
bet
own
on
game.
Buzz. Yeah. Bet on his own
Bet
team.
his
And
own team. So I'm sure he probably tried maybe not to win or whatever he bet on. But yeah.
Well, I don't see a problem if you bet that your team's gonna win, because but the bet your team's gonna lose, then it can be seen as throwing the game. But you're gonna bet that they're gonna win. I don't see a problem with that. 'Cause you're not guaranteed to win, unless there's something that we're not knowing about baseball there.
I guess the only thing is though, it's if it's kind of against the rules, then it's kind of against the rules. Like I mean, he was a baseball guy making money. Like, did he really need to bet to make more money? Like, I don't know.
Now, he always try to make more money. Who knows? Maybe it's gambling for charity. You never know.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know some people who go to the casino and they'll take all their winnings from the casino, then turn around and donate it all.
Well, if they're that wealthy, I say that's good. Power to them if they donate it to some people who need it. But I'm not quite that wealthy, so.
Yeah.
So Fritz died on September 30th.
Yeah, a couple days ago. Yeah, there's all kinds of them. There's a whole list of them. It's like, who do you pick to honor?
Yeah, really. I remember like he used to be so good on American Pickers, with his buddy. What's his name? I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were a good team, and that was a very entertaining. Well, I learned a lot about looking for antiques or just weird, unusual shit that might be valuable that most people would throw in the dumpster, right? And I kind of used the name Picker to when I started selling on eBay like 18 years ago, because that's basically what I did. I would go out to garage sales and whatever, find some good stuff that people didn't want anymore, and they were almost selling it for nothing. And I realized it's like, hey, this is worth money if I put it on eBay. And it's like, but it's a lot of it's hard work. Don't think like Frank was doing was easy work. I mean, you got to educate yourself and know what's garbage and what's valuable, right? So it's a lot of work, but I did learn a lot watching that show. And shit, he was only 60, man. That's young. Holy crap.
Yeah. And hey, Penny, and hey, Scotty, how are you guys doing tonight? What's your guys' Kris Kristofferson story? How did you know him? Scotty, I know it's from. I guarantee it's from a movie. There. So.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah, the main guy is Mike Wolf on the American Pickers thing.
And that's the guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Mike Wolf and Mike and Frank, and they were such a good team. Like I really enjoyed the show for about the first 5 or 6 seasons, and then I guess I kind of lost interest in it because it got repetitive. But I learned a lot watching, them on that show, and some of the things like I never realized how valuable some stuff was, like maybe a vintage motorcycles. That kind of stuff. Like, it was like, wow, this stuff is really worth mega bucks. And it could be sitting in somebody's garage for like 30 years and they don't know it's worth nothing, right? And all it needs is a little, to tune up and, maybe a few, modifications here and there to get it running again. But, there's money to be made if you have the knowledge. And that's the thing. You got to educate yourself, do your homework. It takes a lot of hours actually to learn about a lot of this stuff, but what impressed me about them on Pickers. But yeah, you can make a living. Well, I don't know if I can make a full-time living. I wouldn't. I'm not that confident, but you can definitely make an income supplement. I'll put it that way if you work hard at it. Anyway. But yeah, Frank Fritz, that was a bit of a shock. I knew he was ill because I think he quit the show about 5 or 6 years ago due to health reasons, it seemed. I kind of thought he maybe had, cancer or something, but it looks here from some of these stories that he had a stroke when he died. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Kronos. It says 60 here.
Wait, could you? Oh, damn it, it's muted. So, Booger said not a shoe bomb, but yes, a bomb in luggage. John Amos, John Ashton, no, Bird of Prey 5, Ken Page. I didn't hear about 3 of those. Frank Furtz is who you're thinking of, PvP.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got it.
Let's see. Penny's giving me hugs. Well, hugs back to you, Penny. And Frank was funny. No, Shoe Bomber was stopped before he could do it. Oh, okay. I got it mixed up. And Penny's giving both of you guys hugs.
Well, thank you, Penny.
Yeah. And I think Frank was railroaded. Could have been.
There was
He
a
was
lot
never.
of there was controversy when he left the show. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And let's see. Pete was never in the Hall of Fame because of the ban. The ban is now technically over. Yes, technically. And hugs to Kronos. Penny. Scurvy's waving at Penny. Kronos is Penny. Hugs to Scurvy and some. And Sky said, "Hey everyone, welcome Scotty." Hugs to Boogers. Everybody say hi. And Chris says, "I have a Kris Kristofferson show and tell a movie." Cool. Everybody say hi to each other. Oh, it jumped on me. It really jumped on me here. And I hope nobody had to deal with the hurricane. Yeah, too far west for that. I don't know about you, Positive. No, Scurvy. Hi, Scotty. How are you, bro? I'm well. See you too. And hey, Eugene, how's it going? There, welcome. And he goes, was he yes, he was in Convoy. He was I can't even think of his name now. Yeah, but yes, he was in Convoy. Oh, Positive dropped off. Welcome, Eugene. We've been expecting you, Eugene. And is there an opportunity to join the panel? I put the link in twice there. And younger than 60, he was funny. Whew. Oh yeah. That always sucks hearing about the people when they die way young. But he had some serious health problems the way it sounds. Is that how Eugene goes? Just chill, Mr. RNU. I'm all 37s. I don't know which one was John Amos? PvP.
Oh, John. Oh, geez, I can't remember. I know the name, but I can't remember the guy.
Okay. And Eugene says, haha, never trust the news. I'm sweating and eating something called Diablo sauce. Go figure.
Oh, by the way, Gorilla, please check your email there, guy.
So John Amos was the bad guy, or one of the bad guy generals in Die Hard 2. He was the black guy. He was on Good Times with Jimmy Walker. He was also in Coming to America as the father of the woman who Eddie Murphy falls in love with. Where else do I know John Amos? He is such an incredible character actor. I am so grateful for absolutely everything that he provided in his career.
I remember him on Good Times. He was actually good on Good Times. Ha ha ha. Yes.
Yeah. Like he's a guy that I wish he had been on Star Trek.
Yeah, he could have made a good guest appearance, I would think, on Star Trek. Yeah. Oh well,
like an
too late now.
admiral or something. It would have been great.
Or even a Klingon or something. That would have
Yes.
been fun.
Yeah.
Gravitas.
Yeah.
All right. And Booger says, I want to win a poker hand with 437s.
Well, I've done it. I've played Risk.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty Penny was her name. Hit the like. Yeah, thank you. Liked, and 60 is young. Yes, it is. John Amos was the father of Good Times, the older Kunti, and
Kunte.
Roots, or Kunte.
I think it's Kunta Kinte and Roots, actually.
Okay, and the chief in the Navy of West Point. Cool. He's in Good
wow.
Times and Coming to America. Oh, he's in Coming to America? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Don't remember
yeah.
Good Times.
Didn't I
And
say Come to America?
Yeah,
Maybe I
John
shouldn't
Amos
say
was
the
the
right
father of Good Times because he was the owner of McDowell's, home of the Golden Arcs.
No love for Die Hard 2. He was in Die Hard 2, and he was really great.
I haven't seen Die Hard 2.
What? It's crazy. It's a Christmas movie.
That's the first one's a Christmas movie.
So's the second one. That's the best part. Except this one has snow. So I did, but like, are we good with the chat?
Yeah, we're all caught up on the chat. Here,
Can I do my show and tell?
Yes.
Because it said Kris Kristofferson, and I'm, you're right. You're absolutely right. There are two kinds of people in the world. Actually, there's three kinds of people in the world. There are Kris Kristofferson music fans. There are Kris Kristofferson movie fans. And then there are Kris Kristofferson fans. I am a Kris Kristofferson movie fan. I don't know anything about his music.
It's worth checking out, Scotty. Especially get my recommendation, Scotty. Grab one of his good greatest hits and start with that if you're interested at all. He did have some very excellent fucking hits in the 70s.
Yeah, and
he was part of one of the biggest super groups of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the Highwaymen.
But his solo hits, Scotty, he's got some really great songs. He really does.
But the thing, he is a showman across the board. Like, I don't think that Kris Kristofferson passing, we shouldn't take it lightly because he's done so much. And I'm surprised how much of it he did when he was young. People look at Orson Welles and it's like, oh, the boy genius. But you look at Kris Kristofferson, and he was a firecracker.
Well, look
at off the hop.
Look at his 70s output for albums were like 12. Yeah. His movies probably were 20. I don't know how many movies he did in the 70s, but he was constantly working. Like every year, he was. So I mentioned a girl. I think it was 1978 or something. Gorilla. He did he did 6 movies in 1 year, Scotty.
Yeah, that was 86. In just a sec. Kronos, you have a good night and welcome, Jim.
See you, Kronos.
Yeah, Jim. So I was 86 and he had like 8 of them.
Kris Kristofferson, Kronos, get off our lawn. No, I'm joking. Kronos gets it.
But my supper's gonna be ready here soon, so
sure.
Yeah.
So we done?
I should probably do some supper too.
Yeah, let's do the chats here real quick. Did you show your?
Well, can I show my thing?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it now. So when I found out that Kris Kristofferson passed away, because of course I am the movie fan, I got the Turner Classic Movies, greatest classic films for Westerns. It says for Westerns. And the reason is because it was cheaper than getting, where are you? Not the Duke. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. And this is James Coburn and Kris Kristofferson, and it's directed by Sam Peckinpah.
Yeah.
This is a classic. I don't know where you can see it, but if you have the opportunity to watch it, I'm going to shortly.
Yeah, Peckinpah also directed Convoy. Even though that was a Western,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a really good movie, Scotty. And Peckinpah is really, he's pretty much in top form in that one. I think it's really good. Yeah.
Eugene Byrd gets it.
Yeah.
But like, even did you guys ever see Millennium, that wackadoo time travel movie with Kris Kristofferson? It's about plane crashes. He's like a plane crash investigator. And you find out that they're stealing people from the past on planes that are about to crash. And he finds out about it. You guys
Well,
have never seen this?
I
Never
don't
heard
think
of it,
so.
actually.
Like I said, I do believe I have seen the bomb Heaven's Gate that he was in, which is a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah, I've never seen Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, I think
How
I watched
was
it
it?
one time.
Well, apparently it was so bad
Yeah,
it bankrupted
yeah.
its studio because it flopped that hard, Scotty.
Yeah, but I don't see that as being such a negative right now. to
I've
get
heard
off
it's
topic.
it's like 3.5 hours boring shit from what I've heard. So
Well, and I'd have to see it for myself
watch
to
at your
find out.
peril. Well, please do watch because
Well,
you know.
but no, like I just recently saw Megalopolis, and I was like, everyone said it was awful and it was terrible and you'll never like it. And I watched it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking hate this. And I could not hate it.
Well, that's fine.
I actually really enjoyed it.
I'm just saying the majority over like how many years since that came out? Like 70s.
Oh, it
So we're
wasn't
talking like 50 years
Heaven's
of
Gate.
reviews.
That was like 1982, 1981.
I don't believe so.
I thought that's when that was.
1980.
There we go. So we're close. We're close.
We're talking like what, 40, 44 years.
I said 81.
Anyway,
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I've not heard a good word about it in 44 years. Let's put it that way. But hey, if you would love to watch it, please do. I give you 100% thumbs up. Watch it.
Just let watch it. Like I have to be like, there's a lot of things like I've had to see for myself whether or not how bad they are. Like with Velma, I couldn't
Oh
believe.
no!
people-
Don't watch Velma. Don't do that.
Hey, tell you what, I will do a Gorilla Must Suffer if I reach 1,000 subs by the 15th of October. It has to be by the 15th. If I reach 1,000, I'll do a Gorilla Must Suffer and watch all 10 episodes of Velma live. Nothing? Okay.
Zoinks!
Yoinks! So you heard it here first.
I mean, you're better off just watching the Scooby Doo live movie.
Why not just but oh yeah, watch the Scooby Doo live ones, the James Gunn written first one,
Yeah.
and did he do both?
Yeah. At
He
least
wrote
the
both.
first
And or check it. Like if you want to watch Scooby Doo, watch the original.
Yeah, I know. I watched the original.
And then make the fucking fun out of it.
Yeah, I watched the original.
It's a cartoon.
That's
It's
where,
fun.
where I got. That's where I got. Yeah. I went off for 45 minutes on Velma there when we watched the first episode.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this Chris guy. Fuck that. What's her name? That one gal that led the charge on it. Fuck the producers. Fuck the director. Fuck Warner Brothers. Fuck the investors. Fuck anybody who had anything to do with the show.
But here's my question: is okay? Do you remember when Michael Bay produced that like CGI Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Nope.
You don't remember that it happened? Or you didn't see it?
I probably didn't watch it.
Yeah, me neither. You know why? It looked like shit. So I ignored the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Sorry about all these swears.
Yeah. Booger says I will unsubscribe to keep you at $9.99 just to save you from Velma.
Yeah, exactly. Ditto. Good choice.
Somebody gave Stark $100 to watch it. It wasn't worth it. Burned his eyes out. Well, I could really use $100 right now because my car repairs was $116.
But think of the emotional damage.
Oh,
You don't want to watch it. You don't.
I'm a
wanna watch
heartless.
it.
I'm a heartless bastard. So
No, but it's gonna hurt you in ways that you don't even
What
know.
what are
It's
you what
gonna
are you
you're
what are,
gonna
what are
sit
you
there and
what are you
feel
gonna watch?
insulted for 6
hey,
hours.
What are you gonna watch?
if I reach 1,000 subscribers by
You're
the
willing.
15th of October, I will do a Gorilla Must Suffer. Watch all 10 Velma episodes in one sitting on one stream.
This is why I'm a flippant YouTuber and why I don't commit to anything is because I will never say that I'm, you know what, for the value of my audience, I will burn my soul with cigarettes. And it's like, no,
But
I'm doing that already.
Scotty, yeah, I was just about to say you already did that, so it's not much of a commitment. And Booger said I would rather watch the room, but I'm gonna go get myself some food here, and
Yes.
then I gotta get the kid to bed, and and then I'm gotta go shower and stuff. So
You
I
do
want to
it.
say, Booger, there, you, I
My room?
still gotta check out Booger's stuff here on his channel there. Oh, I gotta go. So
Also, I want to give a big shout out to Kris Kristofferson in the movie Payback with Mel Gibson. They remade that movie. There are 2 cuts. One doesn't have him in it, and one has him in it. And I prefer the one that has him in it. Kris Kristofferson, thank you for being a bitchin' badass.
Go watch Cisco Pipe and Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore as well from the 70s. Those are really good films as well.
So make sure to check out Booger thank you Booger 414 for coming. And I better get back to streaming. Thank you, Eugene Bird, for coming.
Yeah.
There. Thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Commodore Productions for coming. He does Star Trek fan films and then he does occasional lives and his puppy videos. So make sure to check him out. Thank you, Scurvy, also known as Lemon Pie, for coming, and thank you, Kronos, for coming. And thank you to myself for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you, Penny, for coming along and watching.
Penny.
Thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics, for coming.
Thank you, Daniel.
Scrolling.
I do the same thing. It's wicked cool, isn't it? It's like going through hyperspace.
Scrolling. Thank you, the Edge of Time, for coming.
Edge of Time. Hail the Edge of Time.
Yeah. Scrolling. Rawhide. Thank you, Steven, for coming. He streams every day. He does Red Dead Redemption, and it's entertaining to watch. Plus, he's really good with the chat there. And thank you, Suzanne XT, for coming.
Hey, Suzanne. He blew my mind because I didn't know that you could play Red Dead Redemption in first person. And so I started playing it again in first person, and it's better.
It's better. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And a lot of Kronos chats here. Thank you,
Well,
Sci-Fi.
good for Kronos. Sci-Fi Sit Down.
Yeah, thank you, Sci-Fi Sit Down, for coming. He does his Transformers on Friday nights, and then on Saturdays he does his sci-fi stream there. And thank you, Alistair, Queen, and Emma, for coming. I'm not sure if you have anything on your channel. Be sure to check you out. And thank you, Phantom Boomer Explorers, for coming. And he goes, hello. Or, well, he said hello to us. But he does 3 watch parties a week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays on his Cosby channel. But he does put the trailers for his channel on his YouTube channel, so make sure to check him out. And thank you, Mikey Suits 4, for coming. He does a bunch of reviews during the week. The Greatest American Superhero, Red Dwarf. He's doing movies on Fridays. And then the A-Team, all kinds of them. So, Scotty, what you got going on?
I'm good. I'm hanging out. Go to Cinema Gulp. Go to the Phantasmagorium and go to Andy Derivative Jill. Sometimes come to Gorilla's Random Thoughts because I intrude on him as well.
All right, thank you. Positive Condor, what do you got going on?
I mean, nothing major yet. Eventually I'll start streaming again.
All right, well, thank you for being here. Thank you, Scotty, for being here. PvP, what do you got going on?
Oh, nothing too special. Nothing coming up. Since I have to work Friday because of the holiday we had on Monday, I'm going to have a very short 2-day weekend. And
You had a holiday?
You had a holiday too, even if you're not aware of it.
This Monday passed.
Was
it? Oh, right. I forgot.
Reconciliation Day, Scotty.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't care about that. So anyway,
the holiday name by bureaucrats, as I like to refer to it.
Well, we have a family day in Ontario, so they make things up all the time.
Family Day, I can relate to, and we do have that in BC as well. But
okay.
anyway, yeah. Right. So I gotta work on Friday, so it's a bummer, but that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, but we'll work on Walton's around your schedule. So and we'll have
I should be finished around 5:30 Friday with my job. So you usually go around that time anyway with Walton's, do you not, Grill?
Yeah, I could do 7:30 there. And if we had to start without you, we could do a banter for a little bit.
If you want to make it a little later, that's fine. By the way, what's the episode again that we're doing this week?
The statue.
Statue. Okay, got it. Great, thank you. Actually, I'll probably go and watch that right now just to get ahead of the game. So thank you.
All right, thank you for being here. As for me, tomorrow, Goblet of Fire watch party. Then on Friday we got the statue review. Saturday, DS9. Then on Sunday, we are watching the first Chucky movie. Then our cigar launch next Tuesday. So with that, you guys have a good night, and I think we are gonna go out with United We Roar. What was that, PvP?
I said good night, everybody.
Oh, good night, everybody. I was a little too quick on the button here.
Aloha.
Pounds. So raise your hands and feel the vibe. To every listener, you are trying.